Good day, everybody. This is Yin Yang with Morsels of a Thought, number 1331. So, 1331 morsels of a thought. Today we are talking about Angel B. Hartwell in our series, Be Heard by Millions and Live Your Destiny, a creative age leader's guide to speak, sell, serve, and succeed. Let's see this. That's an alliteration, all S's. Where's the book? Oh, yeah. There we go. I have the book, and we've read the back and the front and the title. And I want to read the acknowledgements and the introduction. Be heard by millions and live your destiny. And I want to show you my autograph page. Is it time for you to be heard? Let's go. This is the Angel B. Hartwell. She autographed it for me. So anyway, that was wonderful. Okay. Acknowledgements. Every time I read a book, I see the authors acknowledge all the people who have helped them with the creative process, and I have many people who made contributions to the creation of this book. Coaches, mentors, clients, team members, and colleagues kept on cheering when this is Angel B. Hartwell, I just wasn't feeling it. Thank you. I appreciate you deeply for all you have given and allowed me to receive. I want to do something a little different with my acknowledgements, something that I hope will give you a tiny taste of where I believe this book really came from. I want to acknowledge the infinite source, great spirit, Wita Kocha, Wira Kocha, Wakan Tanka, God, Goddess, Light, Darkness, Creator, Universal Oneness, Cosmic Mystery, all that is, was, and ever will be, Life Force, you of 1,000 names, and you, the Nameless One. Thank you, thank you, thank you for breathing life into me, into this book, into the many people who made contributions to it, and into the readers who will, I pray, benefit from the wealth of wisdom that I have been gifted to experience and now share. I am in gratitude. May this book be a blessing, if only to one being who has the courage to go all the way and say yes to sharing their message with the world. The table of contents has acknowledgements that we just read. There's a preface, introduction. Chapter 1 is Be Heard by Millions. You can do it. Yes, you can. Chapter 2, Because You Must Believe. Chapter 3, Energize Me. Chapter 4, How Can They Hear When Your Message Isn't Clear? Chapter 5, Expertify yourself. Expertify yourself. Everybody loves and wants to pay the expert. Chapter 6, Art of the Ask. Chapter 7, Ready Your Back Office with a team that has your back. Chapter 8, Designing Deliverables and Delighting in the Dollars. Afterward, bonus materials. In closing, and about the author. I think maybe I'll read about the author first. Okay. Well, actually, we were going to go to the introduction, so I shall read the preface and the introduction before I go to the author. Can you be woo-woo and wealthy? This is the preface. 2, I believe you can. And when you come out of hiding about your spiritual connection, you can succeed exponentially by relying upon your source to guide you. You can not only create significant change in the world through your visionary message-based business, but you can also profit handsomely from following your own spiritual path. Here's how I know. In under 3 years, she says, here's how I know. In under 3 years, I created $500,000 in revenue from home, mostly in my pajamas, except for those days when I decided to dress up in my yoga pants for the FedEx guy. This business was completely created under the guidance of Source, capital S, as has everything in my life since 2001 when I woke up. She continues, see, once upon a time I was asleep, very asleep, to anything spiritual. The first 20 plus years of my career life, I was a real estate developer and common interest community consultant. At the end of that career, I was the national chairperson of my trade association, had just completed building out and selling a multi-million-dollar award-winning housing and commercial development, and was going through a divorce from my first husband. I was, by any stretch of the imagination, very normal, living the American dream life with the kid, the 2 cars, the White House, the dog, the husband, and all the outer trappings of success. Then I had an experience that changed my life forever. I was awakened one hot summer morning in the park under a tree during a yoga class when my third eye opened. And I could see angelic beings and golden white orbs of light going up and down a stairway to heaven. When I got up off the ground, I was a changed woman and have lived a life guided by spirit ever since. Of course, part of that journey meant that I had to leave my old life behind and begin again. Because I was responsible for a little boy, I decided to weave my spirituality together with a way to make money in order to provide for both of us and stay true to myself at the same time. Stay true to myself. For a long time, I was afraid to tell my friends and colleagues or to be seen by my community as woo-woo. To be out about my spiritual experiences was terrifying. Yet I could not deny that these experiences were happening and that my source was preparing me to help others who were going through similar experiences. Source was guiding me to show people that they too could build a bridge between their spiritual experiences and making money. Not a pittance either. In fact, part of my mission is to help people who are awake to claim their true value in the world, to bring to life their spiritually inspired visions for creating change. I help them speak their truth fearlessly, knowing that they are empowered, prepared, and safe to do so. The world needs to be inspired, and spirit loves to profit those who are willing to say yes. Introduction. This is the introduction. Once upon a time, we were taught to sit in small, uncomfortable chairs, follow a specific schedule, and learn exactly what our parents, teachers, and society thought we should know to be prepared for life. Oh boy, towels for showers. Sorry. Remember those little that's me. Remember those little half desks from middle school? They didn't work very well for those of us who were lefties. We were put on the clock for as soon as we hit 5 or 6 years old, taught to ignore our own bodily signals, eat at a certain time, pee at a certain time, play at a certain time, and learn very specific subjects according to an arbitrary schedule. All of this was designed to train us to become good factory workers and to produce. Living, breathing, gifted human beings were plugged into a system and taught to conform. Those who didn't were called, well, failures. Each of us was put into a box. The tracks were few, and creativity, inspiration, and new thoughts were not just frowned upon, but punished in some cases. So we became ordinary people who did what ordinary people do. We studied, played, and the accepted sport. We studied, played the accepted sport, kept to the clock, did our best to finish those assignments, and dressed appropriately. When it was time to grow up, we tried to fit into a society that didn't and doesn't foster the creative spirit, capital S, a society with a media culture that perpetually sent out messages telling us that we were somehow flawed and not good enough if we didn't keep up with the Joneses. The prevailing message was to work hard and save as much as possible. Then, if you were lucky and had followed all the rules, you might be able to have a comfortable retirement in some sunny southern location. This, of course, is if you weren't already dead from the stress or massively medicated for the disease in your body caused by stifling your unique gifts and suppressing your dreams. This book dials you back to the truth of you. This book combats all of that upbringing. It will teach you how to free your spirit, capital S, follow your heart, and fund your personal dreams so that you can make the contribution to the planet that your spirit was born to make. What I want for you is to release you from enslavement, the mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual enslavement that has caused you to believe you can't speak your own deep truth. The enslavement that has caused you to believe you couldn't possibly have your own personal and intimate connection to the source of all life. The enslavement that has caused you to believe you aren't worthy or capable of creating anything your sweetheart desires, and that the only way to make money is to have a J-O-B. This book is about being spiritual, but it's also about being practical. One thing I discovered on my own journey is that if you haven't got both pieces of the puzzle, the inspiration and or at least a little perspiration, you will find it difficult to achieve success. This book is also about service. Being of service in the world by sharing your unique blessings. I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that there are people praying to hear your message. There are people all around the world who are waiting to be inspired, motivated, educated, informed, blessed, and transformed by the exact message you were born to deliver. So, this book is about setting yourself up to succeed in your service work. It will show you how to prosper in ways you might not have imagined possible by serving people worldwide who can benefit from your magical message. This book is not about being a ceiling surfer. Good morning, Liz Rose Cantara. How are you? This book is not about being a ceiling surfer, sitting around praying and meditating all day, expecting Source to plop a pile of cash in your lap so that you can pay the mortgage and feed the kids and cat. This book is not about getting rich quick or about how you can make millions in a minute. I'm not saying that you can't, because I have seen it done and I have personally created a great deal of money. This book is also not about working right night and day, slaving away at your message-based business. Yes, you will need to put in some extra effort at the beginning to get your systems set up and to initiate the process until you start to build momentum. But once that is done, you can create a business that works for you rather than you working for it. Is this book for you? Well, if you're someone who is tired of working hard and not getting much out of your life for your efforts, it's definitely for you. It's for you if you have a connection to Source and would consider yourself a spiritual person. It's for you if you have been seeking, feeling, hearing, or knowing that you have a big message that cries out to be heard by millions of people. It's for you if you have ever yearned for a totally mobile business that will allow you to work comfortably and profitably from anywhere at any time, wearing whatever you want and doing what you love. It's for you if you'd like to prosper in your PJs, quote unquote, or if you'd like to cash in from your couch, quote unquote, make bank in your boxers, quote unquote, or perhaps even be bountiful in your bikini, quote unquote. This book is definitely not for you if you think anything spiritual is off the wall and wacky. If you think spiritual people are too woo-woo and maybe even dangerous, it isn't for you. Do you think you're going to read this book and build your virtual speaking business in only a few weeks? If so, this book isn't for you. It also isn't for you if you already if you aren't ready. It also isn't for you if you aren't ready to invest in yourself and get clear on your message, who you are here to serve, how you are here to serve them, and how you will be paid for doing so. This isn't for you if you have no interest in sharing a message or making money. It isn't for you if you're averse to technology or unwilling to invest in finding a team that you can trust to support you and have your back. This book isn't for you if you are closed to having a business structure in place. This book isn't for you if you're the kind of person who would go absolutely batty at home all the time, or under a palm tree or on an airplane. Are you ready? I have spoken on close to 700 virtual and live stages and have impacted millions of lives with my message and my work. I have served clients all over the world: Dubai, South Africa, Australia, Germany, the UK, New Zealand, Canada, Sweden, France, and Kuala Lumpur, and the US, to name a few. I've generated multiple millions of dollars doing this, and my clients around the world have generated in excess of $55 million as of this writing. It's 550, comma, 55, comma, 000, comma, 000.00. $55 million. What I want to share with you, my friend, is my own journey to spiritual and material success. I want to show you the exact 7 steps, quote, capital S's. I want to show you the exact 7 steps I took to create a multi-6-figure mobile business in under 3 years. I want to help you like I have helped and inspired millions of others around the world through sharing my message. I want to help you get your own message to be heard by millions, trademark, be heard by millions, trademark. And I want to help those millions who are praying for the solution to their problems that you can bring to them. I want you to make money too. You cannot be an empowered messenger if you aren't making money. You must be able to learn the fine art of monetizing your message so that you can create an upward and generative spiritual spiral of goodness and prosperity that serves you, your business, your team, and the clients you will serve. A journey of 1,000 steps starts with the first one, and you have the opportunity today to take that first step by coming along with me on a joyful journey to be heard by millions, trademarked, and live your destiny by speaking, selling, serving, and succeeding as a leader in the creative age, capital C, capital A, with a be heard by millions virtual speaking business that allows you to profit handsomely while following your spiritual path. We are going to start the journey by discovering your speaker magic. Take the Be Heard by Millions, trademark, speaker magic quiz at quiz.beheardbymillions, one word, .com to discover yours right now. Here we go. Anjel. She signs it. Wow, that is so cool. I did want to go to the author, but I think what I will do is before we read chapter 1 next week, I will read about the author right before chapter 1, okay? Because it is how many pages long? The author is 2.5 pages long. Ooh, well, actually it's 2 to 4 pages, depending on how you look at it. She's got a photo here. She's got a photo here. And she's got a couple of workshops. Here's a check out the podcast. It's a photo. I can do that. And then there's another photo, kind of a not photo, but a kind of a program that she's got. So I'll be reading those 4 pages next week before Chapter 1. Chapter 1 is titled Be Heard by Millions. You can do it. Yes, you can. Okay, so we'll talk later. Okay, old Kinderhook.